Hey, I'm Anthony Romano, and this video is going to tell you one fat burner that's going to be stimulating, but it's also a nootropic, so a brain supplement, and it's one that I'm a very big fan of, but not necessarily because of the fat burning properties, okay? It's more so because of the propensity to want to do more exercise from this supplement. So a little bit different, but I like to talk about a lot of different supplements. Supplements are something that I work heavily with everybody I coach. If you've worked with me, you know this. But the topic of this video is Zynamite. So I've spoken about Zynamite in other videos. Full disclosure, I'm partnered with a company, Azoth, who produces Zynamite. And they're one of the only places you can get Zynamite. But realistically, I've been promoting their stuff because long before, I was partnered with them. It's simply because this is a fantastic product and it's something that I want to put into supplements in the very near future. So this is something that is a killer ingredient. And it's not just because I'm partnered with this brand. This is actually a key component of one of the strategies from the Keto Shred Program, my new fat loss program that just came out. So if you've already gotten it, thank you. Again, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the nice feedback people are leaving. And I truly hope that it's going to help you get to the next level and truly get the goal physique you're after. So that's all the fat loss protocols for keto. And Zynamite is one little teaser. It has a role as one of these sort of fat burning ingredients you could add in if you truly want to get aggressive, but that doesn't even scratch the surface of what's actually in the Keto Shred Program. Okay, there's a lot of other ingredients, and fat burners do have their place, and other supplements to take do have their place, but they're never the foundation. Nutrition is always the key, and same with exercise and other protocols, but you can find those in the Keto Shred Program, which you can get for a limited launch sale price, limited time only, until January 10th. I highly encourage you to go to my website, romanoketo.com, and go get it. Well, it's still at this rock bottom low price, $37.94. And then it's going to go back up to $64 after January. So give that a go. Check it out. Let's get into this video. So, Zynamite. What's the deal with Zynamite? Okay, Zynamite is basically the caffeine from a perfect world, okay? You don't get a crash, it's highly stimulating, and it's very cognitively enhancing. So, the way caffeine typically works is that caffeine blocks adenosine. It basically is an antagonist of adenosine. Adenosine makes you tired. So caffeine doesn't actually make you more energetic. It actually just makes you less tired. Now, caffeine still has a place, and it's a staple of a lot of people's lives. Okay, I start off the day with a coffee as well. But the thing is, Zynamite doesn't work by blocking anything. It works by activating certain brain waves and also stimulating certain catecholamine production. So catecholamine are the stimulating neurotransmitters. So when you take something like this, it's actually going to cause an energizing effect, but it won't cause any sort of crash. Yet it's not going to be overly stimulating if you keep the dose at a good range. What is a good range? 1 pill is always manageable. 2 is generally where, as long as you have enough time in the day, maybe 6 hours before bed, you'll be fine. You'll be able to handle it for most people. So 1 pill being 200 milligrams, 2 being 400. Now, how does this tie into weight loss? Well, the thing is, a lot of people are used to cranking up these stimulants, okay? This is going to massively tax your adrenals if you're going way too far with this, and that's why in the Keto Shred Program, there's actually an adrenal recovery protocol that I have in there, just in case somebody's coming from a previous diet where they were reliant on, cranking up those stimulants. So don't get me wrong, there's a place for stimulants. There's a place for fat burners in general, but you don't want to become too reliant on stimulants if they're not allowing you to get to that end goal. Stimulants are a means to an end. They're a means to getting you to be more productive, to getting you to be more energetic for activity. Now, that is the primary area where Zynamite excels. So Zynamite, in my experience as well, and with people I've worked with, it almost gives you an enhanced desire to work out more. So in a fat loss context, that's obviously going to be beneficial, especially some of the cardio protocols and ways around cardio in the Keto Shred Program. There's other ways to milk out more activity in your day and milk out more fat loss. And if you're already in a ketogenic state, you are absolutely going to be maximizing fat burn. You can learn more about this and some other scientific references in the Keto Shred Program. But the main purpose of this video is to tell you that even if you don't want to get a Zynamite or something, because I have my personal link to Zynamite in the description. But the point is, even if you wanted to use other ingredients like a tyrosine, okay? And you don't have to buy that from my link, okay? I'm just telling you this so you can actually take away some value from this video, independent of what I'm trying to sell you, because I think my products are fantastic. But even if you took a tyrosine or something, tyrosine is, again, an actual precursor to neurotransmitters that are stimulating, so catecholamines. So if you get something that is more energizing without causing a crash, you can absolutely do more activity, and because of that activity, you can lead to more fat burn. Now, overall, I recommend for most people, you should not push caffeine past 400, 500 milligrams a day. You know, realistically, if we're picking a balanced dose, nothing really more than 300. But if you get to that point where you start to encroach upon 300, 400, 500 milligrams, you absolutely want to substitute in a tyrosine, a Zynamite, a teacrine. Okay, teacrine is like this sibling to caffeine. It's basically the most chemically similar substitute to caffeine, and they come from the same plant. So you absolutely want to throw in something else to cause some sort of stimulating effect without getting the, negative consequences that might potentially occur from caffeine. So this is, again, a very niche video because it focuses on the fat burners and extra little luxuries to fat burning processes. It's not about the actual nutrition and foundation, so you can use these tactics on any fat loss diet, even if it's not a ketogenic one. But granted, that being said, I always like to say that our ancestors would do keto for at least half of the year because sugar doesn't grow in the wintertime, and there also would have been a lot of fasting. And if you like fasting or intermittent fasting, you're not eating anything, so you're not eating any sugar, which is all keto is. So that's another great reason as to why keto is physiologically built into you. But that being said, Zynamite, my preferred strategy is I'll take some in the morning. I'll still have a cup of coffee or a bulletproof coffee in the morning. There's specific protocols in the Keto Shred Program. But on top of that, when I'm using Zynamite for, fat burn, or maybe I have a secondary goal of burning, leaning up a little bit, sharpening up, I will take this in the morning, and then I will go into a workout. Absolutely pre-workout style. This stuff is killer. And, maybe later in the day, as a substitute to a second cup of coffee or a third cup of coffee, again, I'll take a smaller amount of Zynamite or even some tyrosine, which I would have used in the morning rather than evening, and I would have preferred Zynamite in the evening. But anyways, that's the protocol that I would use. That's not the one that's in the Keto Shred Program. There's actually some other supplements that are in there as well for fat burning, for overall health. Full protocols listed, which you can get. But this is, again, the beginning launch sale of Keto Shred, so that's why a lot of these videos are aimed at, giving you little teasers, little ideas about what is actually in this program. And as far as, the little luxury fat burners you could throw in, this is probably my favorite one, even though it's not really a fat burner, okay? It doesn't have any properties that cause you to burn more fat. However, there are some studies, which I've referenced in the Keto Shred Program, that show that Zynamite actually increases power output in physical performance, okay? It actually allows better, muscular recruitment, and it actually activates more brain waves and creates a higher, neural activation than a regular run-of-the-mill stimulant would, okay? So a lot of times instead of just jacking, it's not just a linear thing. It's not just cranking it up to the moon with stimulants. It's not linear. There's other ways that you can modulate your brain chemistry at one given moment. And that is something I'm passionate about as well. And you can watch my other nootropics videos to learn about that. But Zynamite is killer. As far as productivity stacks that are not going to leave you, burnt out, this is the way to go. And you can also find, as a side note, as per my partnership with Azoth as well, I want to let you know that they also make a product that has Zynamite in it with rhodiola and then a slow-release caffeine. It's called Total Focus. Killer supplement, but again, that would be, these products are marketed more at the nootropic side of things, but I just find they have a very, powerful effect when it comes to body composition goals as well and working out. So, in my opinion, this stuff is going to be in every pre-workout in a decade, and I'm going to try to start the trend with that. So you can bet your ass I'm going to try to make a pre-workout with this stuff in it as well, eventually. But yeah, either way, killer stuff. Go check it out. Link in the description. And check out the Keto Shred Program, romanoketo.com. And also follow my Instagram, like this video, and subscribe. And if you have any questions I could help you with, please let me know. I'd love to, discuss some things with you in the comment section. And like I said, everybody who's giving a lot of support on the page lately, I thank you very dearly, and hope to keep giving you some good value in these videos. Anthony Romano, peace.